So when Bitcoin was first published in 2009, when it was first produced in 2009, and people really didn't understand the difference between the Bitcoin itself, the currency, and the blockchain it rested on. So, but as soon as people figured out what blockchains were, they figured out that they could make money from mining Bitcoin. Then mining Bitcoin wasn't really profitable then because there weren't many people buying up Bitcoins. So, but as the time grew up, mining Bitcoin became much more super profitable for people that started early. But then the thing is that at this point in time, it's no longer profitable to mine Bitcoin. You could mine other currencies, but Bitcoin is no longer profitable because so many people have created accounts with Bitcoins and so many miners have joined. So it's becoming increasingly more and more complex to do the math problem. So you can no longer mine Bitcoin using this kind of machine. So look at this. This is a mining rig. It's called a mining rig, and what it does is verifying transactions by solving math problems, making new coins. So this has a connection to the internet. As you can see, this is a motherboard and these are processors. So when Bitcoin first started, the calculation wasn't much, so people could use their laptops at home to mine Bitcoin. But as the calculations increased, as more and more people joined Bitcoin and started making more and more transactions, there became issues, which is that you have to need a bigger and bigger processors and mining rig to mine Bitcoin. So, but if we step back a little, we will realize that actually, if we look at this diagram, this is a very oversimplified version of what actually happens. In real life, millions of people are making transactions and millions of nodes are sending a copy, broadcasting a copy of the transactions to all other nodes instantaneously. These things are happening in seconds, split seconds. So what happens at the end of the day is that transactions have to queue. You understand? So you can have 5, 10, 15, 1,000 transactions queuing up. So the transactions are grouped into blocks. So as transactions are queued up, they are grouped into blocks, and those blocks are chained together. Each block has an ID and the time in which it came in. So those blocks are what are called blockchains. The way they are chained chronologically, the ones that came later will be after the ones that came first. So this node will take a full block and try to verify all the transactions inside that block, and this other one will take the same thing. So they are actually collecting blocks, not just individual transactions. So what happens after this guy, 51% of the nodes on this network verify the transactions, that block that was verified will be added to the new block. So each of these 51% will get a new copy of that block, and they'll have to update their database with the new block, so that everybody will now know that if there were 50 blocks before, there will now be 51. If a new block is verified, there will now be 52 blocks. So as you can see, the complexity is increasing and the amount of work to verify a transaction starts increasing. So you can no longer use a small rig like this for Bitcoin, but there are coins you could use it for. You could use it for Dogecoin, Dash, you could use it for Dashcoin, you could use it for Litecoin, Feathercoin. All these ones make profit, but for Bitcoin it's no longer profitable for an individual. I'll show you the size of rigs that are used for Bitcoin nowadays. All right, so a mining rig is a special computer used for mining, example this, and someone who owns a mining rig is a miner, you understand? Or basically the computer itself can be called a miner. Okay, anyone can own a mining rig. If you have between $1,000 to $5,000, you could own a mining rig. Then every cryptocurrency has a limit of how many coins can be mined. You know, every time this node becomes the first to verify a transaction, a new coin will be created and be paid to this node. So the software, the blockchain software, creates a new coin and pays this guy for as a reward for being the first to validate that block. You understand? So that is how miners make their money. So they said so far about 16 to 17 million bitcoins have been created, but then the highest that can be created is 21 million. They said once it's 21 million, they will have to rewrite the Bitcoin blockchain protocol to accommodate much larger Bitcoin. So every coin has a maximum of maximum amount that is enshrined in it or encoded in it by the original people that created the coin or the cryptocurrency or blockchain as the maximum that can ever be mined. You understand? Now there are two types of mining. They are called proof of work and proof of stake. So this is an example of another mine. As you can see, this is much more bigger, and this is a fan. So basically you need fans behind each of these guys, and you need internet connection over 2 Mbps. Your internet connection has to be fast, and you need fan because these things are doing a lot of calculation. If you try this mining with your laptop, sorry, your laptop is going to crash. So you need a big system like this, you understand, to do your mining. Now, is mining really profitable? But before then, let us look at what proof of work is. Proof of work is when this guy does mining, one of these rigs does mining, they have to send the proof that they have actually done the calculation. That is proof of work. But blockchains like Ethereum are moving to proof of stake. That is a stake that they own in the cryptocurrency. They have to prove that they own some cryptocurrency, sort of. So you need to understand at this point that this is a new concept that has not been implemented. Proof of stake has not been implemented yet. So nobody really knows how they will end up implementing it, but it has to do away with all these physical mining rigs. So very soon, all these physical mining rigs will be gone forever. Now, it's no longer profitable for individuals to mine Bitcoin. Only large establishments with lots of mining rigs. The mathematical problem a rig has to do to mine Bitcoin has become so large that small rigs can no longer handle it. So let me show you an example of a Bitcoin mining rig. As you can see, this is a full room, a full hall with lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of rigs stacked up in rows and columns. So this is what it takes to mine Bitcoin these days. But then you can mine other coins with small mining rigs. So how much can you really make per day if you're mining other coins with small mining rig? If you invest $1,000 into buying and setting up your own rig, you will make around $1 to $10 on the average. But if you invest something like $3,000 to $5,000 to buy bigger, more quality, high quality, more sophisticated rigs, you make about $1 to $50 daily. So miners make around this amount daily, and it costs them this amount. So you can do your mathematics to figure out how long it will take them to recoup their money. You understand? So, but mining is not really where the real money is in cryptocurrency. Apart from the people that started mining Bitcoin early on when it started, mining is not really where the money is. The money is in trading the Bitcoin cryptocurrency. Anybody can trade it. You just pass money from your credit card into your online account, and you start trading Bitcoin or any of the 1,000 altcoins. That is where the real fast money is. That's why this system is making everybody go gaga. But for mining, as you can see, the profits is just for the long haul. You want to stay like 12 to 18 months before you start recovering anything meaningful. All right, so see you in the next video where we'll go in depth into other things. I have some resources that you could check on mining. As I usually say, you have to check the first video in this series, the description, and you will see the links to this slide I use, so you can get the links to all this. You understand? See you in the next video.